So how about a beer to go with your downward dog? Vancouver-based Lululemon is entering the craft beer business with its new Curiosity Lager. For more on this, let's bring in BNN's Christina Partsinevelos in downtown Toronto. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. So this is a fun business story that I get to cover today, and definitely when you're thinking of downward dog or salutation sun, you don't think that you're going to pair that up with a nice calorie-filled beer. As opposed, you're mostly thinking green tea, maybe water, but not beer. And so, like you said, Lululemon has launched a beer that it's going to be selling in Vancouver and Alberta. It's called Curiosity Lager, and it's made by Vancouver's Stanley Park Brewing Company. The director of marketing at Stanley Park Brewing Company said that if anything, it's going to be geared to the male demographic more so. And he said, if you're a yogi, why does that mean you can't drink beer? If you want to know the little bit more details, it is a crisp lager with a 4.6% alcohol intake on there. But if we're going to talk about the business angle, why are they doing this? Why would Lululemon decide all of a sudden to launch beers? It's because, I don't know if you can't really see on the top of the can there, but it says Sea-Wiz or Sea-Wiz Release. And Sea-Wiz is a yoga festival that Lululemon runs in August. And during that festival, you have thousands of people that come to do yoga as well as do several half marathon activities. So if you have all these people in one destination, they're going to drink alcohol afterwards. So why not capitalize on that market and provide the alcohol for them? And so that's exactly what they're doing. They have this beer that's going to be launched right before that festival. There's going to be 88,000 cans only available in Vancouver and Alberta. But it's definitely something that's going to be geared towards this festival and another source of revenue for them.
Interesting. Okay, now in other brewery news, Pabst is introducing a new root beer.
Yes, and not just any root beer. I never thought that I could add alcohol, or maybe I should have, with a root beer float to just pour in some bourbon in there. Well, now this company has decided to go ahead and provide alcoholic root beer. That's more specifically, it's called Not Your Father's Root Beer, and it's from a brewery company in the U.S. called Small Town Brewery. And so how Pabst came into the equation is earlier this year, Pabst got the rights to distribute the beer all across the United States. No word yet if it's going to come to Canada. And then just a few months after Pabst said that they were going to distribute it, there were some big time investors that got involved and said, hey, we want to buy that Not Your Father's Root Beer. So they bought the beer. It's still being distributed through Pabst, but it just shows the potential for new flavors, and also it talks about or shows how crowded the craft beer market is at the moment. There's so many small players that have entered the market that now beer companies feel like they need to come out with new flavors. So we're seeing root beers that are going to be probably the next big trend. Ciders have done really, really well, and we're seeing a lot more of those in local alcohol stores within your province. And another interesting, just lastly, another interesting beer brand or beer title that they have for one of their beers is Grandma's Apple Pie Beer. It's the same company that created Not Your Father's Root Beer.
All right, interesting. BNN's Christina Partsinevelos. Thanks so much for this.